What's up? It's Monday. Yeah, Raceland. I'm gonna be there. Let's play some Legacies. 0-3 in my last league. That is something. Yeah, good evening. But yeah, we're going to play some Honda Civic Delver. Or Toyota Camry. Pick your favorite reliable Japanese car. SCG team event is this weekend. Yeah, Honda Civic or Toyota Camry. Really take your pick. You can just take your pick. I haven't played this deck in a while, but yo, deck is just good. I mean, I don't know what you want. Alright, opponent. Let us play. Is our opponent Kozlek, the Great Distortion? And we are Edged-Oracle. Who do you think wins in a fight? Kozlek or Edged-Oracle? Yeah. Well, if you have Twitch Prime, you can sub for free. That's what it means. Yes, I believe Grixis Delver is the best deck in the format because it truly is very flexible and very powerful. I will keep. Sounds great. Gonna fetch for C, play Deathrite. Draw up to 7 wins. Wait, why is there a Cabal Therapy in my deck? That's supposed to be a Spell Pierce. Whatever. We're locked in. What? Wait, what the heck? What deck did this load? Hold up. This is very weird. I think I loaded the wrong deck somehow. What the heck? What happened? I think I loaded my old deck somehow. Alright, well, this is very frustrating because I really didn't. Yeah, it loaded the wrong deck. I don't even understand how this is possible. Alright, whatever. This deck has too many Charter Courses. It has 3 Charter Course. This is the wrong deck, Bara. That's all I can tell you. I don't even... What? How did that happen? Grixis Delver. Oh, Legacy Grixis Delver. Dang. Alright, I see what happened. Alright, whatever. We have to just play it out. No, it's actually my fault, but, you know, we're going to play out the entire thing. Uh, this is not the deck I wanted to play, though. This deck was just kind of bad, actually, but, you know, it's close enough to real that I think it'll be fine. Oh, boy. That is funny, though. I would not recommend this list, but, you know, I don't think it will take 3 hours. I mean, I guess if my opponent plays this slow, it will take three hours. Really? I want to draw Young Pyromancer, I think. I mean, my hand's actually pretty good. The only issue is, well, it has this card in my deck, which is not good. Concede before he sees the secret Jardicourse deck. Do I force? My hand's pretty bad. I think I'm going to force. Obviously, I get blown out by days, but I can't really do much about that. Yeah, Itai, I obviously, I don't know, playing the wrong list. It's very awkward, but I think I'm priced into forcing that Pyromancer. It will just get so out of control. Do I daze this? Nah, I think that's fine. I think that is fine. Can't believe I joined with the wrong deck. That's insane. They chose not to shuffle. I think I'll just lead with chart and see what they do. They're in discard therapy. Alright, so plan next turn is to waste plus have days plus may or may not brainstorm. I don't know. I don't even remember what's in this list. I have a Null Rod, True Names. Oh, I only have one therapy in my deck. I just happened to draw it. Now I remember. Yeah, I could have got that value for attacking, but I think it's just more important to cast my stuff. I don't care if they spend their mana, like, doing that. Honestly, that is fine. What's up, Montalier's Workshop? I accidentally entered the league with Charticourse Grixis. It really is quite funny that I did that. Oh, man. Scotty Heron. No, I don't want to reveal that. Spanky, it's a different era. It's a different era. I'm gonna lead with Brainstorm and see what happens. I don't think I need both dazes. Do I want any dazes, actually? I don't think so. Actually, I'm gonna shuffle away Wasteland, I think. Why am I not playing lands? Gonna just eat Ponder now. Okay, attack for 1. The reason to eat Ponder now is Angler. Do I care? Daze is gonna go dead, so I think I'm supposed to just force anyways. Okay, that's a good sign. Do I want to draw the days now? It's my... Well, I'm going to reveal my top card. I think I shuffle. I think drawing that daze is bad. Alright, I remember. This was meant to be the bigger version of Delverinos. So I can put them on the back foot and then waste next turn. Seems fine. What's up? I got a haircut last weekend. Feeling pretty good about it. I think I'm actually pretty far ahead despite having a suboptimal deck here. I'm going to eat the probe main phase because of Angler. I don't care if they waste the Volk. Are we talking about Hallowed Spirit Keeper? That card from Cube? That card is sweet. Alright, these cards can just get out. What else is in my deck? I have 3 Pyromancers. Yeah, Chart of Course confirmed gas. It did almost nothing that game. I'm going to say that. Do I want therapies? Do I want more therapies or do I want flusters? I'm going to side out dazes. I entered with the wrong deck. That's what happened, y'all. 1 therapy, 1 Edictin. I mean, I think Grixis Delver is powerful enough that even if you enter with the wrong deck, it's still fine. Yeah, it's not good. I mean, I just entered with the wrong list. It's my own fault. Our hand was pretty good that game though, so you know, good beats. That was just hilarious, frankly. This hand's fine. I think I'm going to just go fetch, go, then play Pyromancer on 2. Try to get some value going. The reason not to crack the fetch on turn 1 is because if you get wasted there, them having Deathrite plus land is, they're so far ahead on tempo. So yeah, I just didn't want to expose the Volk yet. What's up, Mike? I accidentally entered with Chart of Course Delver. I forgot to delete this deck list. But we're up a game in the mirror. Not a particularly great place for this card. I mean, a 2-mana looting is fine on the play and bad on the draw. But there's just too many games where it comes down to life total that it's bad. You know? So we cited all of them out in the mirror. That's what I'm actually trying to say. Dokamoy, that's an interesting way of putting things. We're supposed to enter with Bob Hong, Honda Civic Delver. You know, effective but boring Delver is how I would put it. I do like Charter Course. I think that card is gas. It's just not... It turned out to be much worse than I thought it was going to be. Nice. They didn't have a fetch. Fortunately, they will next turn, but I think I'm going to just try to cast the Pyromancer. PT Cruiser Delver. I hope there's no stat for it here. That would be a beating. Okay, that's good. Okay, Brainstorm. Bolt Blast. Right, Probe is the one that doesn't autosave. Brainstorm, Bolt, Grab, Waste. Hane called lands the Porsche of Legacy, because not many people can afford it. I feel really, really far behind because they have one, but maybe 2 Pyromancers is enough. Alright, come on, no flips. No flips. No flips. No flips! Yes, no flips. It's gonna get wasted. That's fine. Fortunately, they can't attack us. They might bolt the Pyromancer, but whatever. You know, it's LV. Actually, if they bolted, I might just force. I don't think I can... They only have... Well, they drew a non-spell because they revealed. Yeah, I think I'm just going to force to keep tempo up. Try to turn the corner. We're getting in Nor'easter tomorrow, yet the Mr. Softy truck is seeing its way through town. That is gas. It is like 60 degrees here right now, and it's supposed to be 32 tomorrow morning as well. It really is just gasoline. By the way, thanks for everyone hanging out on this Monday. Appreciate all of y'all. If you have a Twitch Prime sub, you can sub for free, and I would really appreciate it. Okay. If this was their plan, I think they should have brainstormed first. But, you know, so if he... Yo, D Barlow 87, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. You know what? We're going to open a chest for you, buddy. Let's see. as soon as I find it. What's inside the Wonder Ball? A Tendo Ice Bridge. Is that worth anything still? $0.08. The Comic Colossus. Fair enough. I hope I don't get comically lost. Big tendies. Subpolyamos. But it's certainly deep in the tank. So, I think the Delver's going to flip next turn. Ooh, that's bad. Okay. Whatevs. Yeah, there was a risk of days there, but at least I got a token out of the deal. I think this turn I have to go C. Alright, this turn I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to bolt that. And waste Underground Sea. Tendo Ice Bridge is sometimes played in Ironworks, yeah. Actually, do I even waste them? I feel like my lands are more valuable than theirs because my curve's higher. I'm not going to waste. It's mildly tempting, but I'm not going to. This should flip. It should reveal the Reb, I think. If they didn't put Reb on top from the Brainstorm, that's just maniacal. That sucks. Alright. So they have Reb and... Oh, it's Bolt. So they Bolt and Reb? I need to draw another... Their hand is... No, they had a Reb and a waste. I wonder if I'm supposed to waste. I don't think I am. Yeah, it was Bolt Reb land from Days, right? I don't think I'm supposed to Daze here. Or waste here. I think I actually need my lands. Okay, nice. Now I'm gonna waste. This was an extraordinarily good draw. I think that pushes us ahead in the race. Odds A97. I play all of the decks. Nah, I think we have to fade them having an opposing angler for our angler, if that makes sense. We have 2-turn clock. Yeah, this is the land I knew about. Woohoo! Up a match with Charticourse Delver! Woohoo! Oh. This deck is so bad. Yo, thanks for the follow. I play at work. So far, we've cast Chart, of course, and discarded Cabal Therapy. Pink Frosting. Why does this name sound familiar? I don't know. Wow, this hand is actually insane. I mean, Deathrite into potentially Delver plus Chart. Opponent's 4-0. Alright, let's see if we can smash them with our... Dream Crush boys. Yeah. This hand is just absurd. Like, this is basically the nuts. We can even pitch Chart to Force. Yeah, exactly, Thomas. We can pitch the Chart to Force. Junk. Odds. It's because I entered with the wrong deck. This feels like Storm, but I'm not going to Daze a Ponder. What's up, Ranker 90? What's up, everyone? You know, just here to play some Magic, entering with the wrong deck and all. I'll Ponder first. Land would be relatively okay. So Tarn Island, it really makes me feel like it's Storm, but I don't have a good reason to believe that. It just feels like it. I don't know. Suppose I can find out next turn. I do want to draw the probe, but I also want to draw the land. Sneak and Show? Oh, that actually would make sense too. So the way I need to cast my Delver off the Deathrite if I want to draw the probe. That's fine. Yeah, I guess it might be Sneak. Like, Tarn actually makes it slightly more likely it's Sneak. Alright, Volcanic makes it very likely it's Sneak. Well, I accidentally entered with the wrong deck, Aaron. So that's what actually happened. Poof, standstill. Got him. To flip my Delver. Yeah, at least you realized you were being silly. I guess I lead with Probe first, just to see what's going on. It does feel like Sneak now. That appears to be some Sneak and Show. City, Emrakul, Foul, Level, Sneak, Pierce. If I play the chart, they probably pierce. Then what happens? They play City, Pedal. Maybe I'm supposed to cast it anyways and see if they pierce. Subcook the 4th. Yeah. I'm gonna cast it. They might not force it. Yep, I got a haircut. Or they might not pierce. I mean, I think they're likely to pierce, but you know, whatever. All right. So what happens if I daze? A force pitch Omni. This sucks. Really needed a Wasteland or another blue spell that turn. I guess I'll daze because it buys a turn, sort of. So, like, here's my actual plan. If they attack me with Emrakul, I can go to 1, then play the Angler the next turn off the Underground Sea I returned. Because I'll sacrifice my permanents, and that gives me an out to win the game. Alright, nice. So, I'm not going to replay the C. Unless if I draw another C. Do I play Trop? I'm mostly dead. This sucks. This also gave me an out to draw a Volcanic or a Wasteland for the thingy. Was there? Maybe? Oh, did I miss a point by not attacking? That sort of sucks. Actually, I'm just not going to play land, period. Because I think I'm going to get Snuck Attack no matter what. If it's Gristle, I'm... Yeah, this is fine. Right, I'm at 1. Do your worst. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, cool. I mean, whatever. Couldn't do anything about that. All right. I mean, I'm casting it because this force is dead now. Great. Great. No. What am I going to do? Not cast it? Stee? I know he has force. In pretty bad shape. No. I mean, I wasn't sure he would force that, but I guess it makes sense because it's a 2-turn clock. Yeah. Of course he's going to force there. I guess he or she. Or them. Or opponent. Could have waited for a blue card at 1 life. That is an interesting strategy. Release the ants. Okay, intuition. Okay. Yeah, now we're dead. Yo, thanks for following ZW Drew. Yeah, we are playing with charter cores. You got me there. This game was closer than it seemed, actually, y'all. Mostly because I dazed returning the Underground Sea. Actually, Edict's kind of bad. I'm gonna take out these bolts, though. And we could also name Zombie. Shave these charts. They're not very good. Trop is also actually kind of bad in the matchup if I want to take that out. But I think this is good. Edict is only good for Semiracle and only sometimes. Guess I keep. I'm gonna wait on the probe in case I draw Pyromancer or something. But I think this is a pretty easy keep. My happy Monday, y'all. You whiteboarded some time warps. You're getting there. You're getting the job done. The other reason to sandbag the probe is in case I need to pitch it to force and have days up. We don't daze that. Opponent chose not to shuffle. Ooh, that's good. Now I think I'm going to lead with probe. Opponent's in Boseiju. Okay. Boseiju, Bristle, Preordain, Tarn, Show, Sneak. So I would like to draw. Not that anymore. I'm looking for a wasteland, essentially. Or wasteland works. Yo, thanks for following Jacob C. Magic. I'm gonna keep the brainstorm. So then, yeah, I like that. Do I daze this? I don't think so. I think my plan is to find either therapy for show and tell or wasteland for Boseiju. That's none of those things. It's really frustrating. I think this plan is actually atrocious versus Delver in general, but it might get us here. So I need to crack this and find Cabal Therapy or cantrip into Cabal Therapy. Woo! Woo! Oh. Tomb, Gristle, Mountain, Tarn, Sneak. Do I have flashback for Sneak? I don't think I need to. Rather just get the clock going. Plus next turn I can flashback anyways. If I need to. Yeah, the risk was if they drew a Lotus Petal, then I couldn't daze. I guess I could still force. Yeah, actually, no, this play makes a lot of sense. You're right. You're right, Stu. Save Gristle, Mountain, Tarn, Unknown. That's a nice Boseiju you got over there, buddy. Gosh, Cabal Therapy is so good. Love this card. Love the therapies. Yeah, we probably do, but I just wanted to get in, you know, some damage. I didn't just try to Boseiju boil people. People conceded to that in that Grand Prix. Opponent is doing something. I don't know what. Raw Ball 85. Well, I mean, Pyromancer is not exactly the most stable creature, and True Name is valuable. So that's why I place 15. And you can't cut Deathrite or Delver, really. Yo, join Ribs! The Jarvising is great. We accidentally entered with a league with a suboptimal deck list, but I'm 1-0. Down a game. Might be up this game. You know, the usuals. Boseiju. Yeah, that sounds like a great split card. Really sounds like a great split card. Alright, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick since this guy's making me wait. Opponent is probably uninstalling. Yeah, so if you think of Grixis as a Jund deck with blue in it, then it makes more sense. Exactly, Joel Sani. Opponent, where are you? Come on, opponent. Opponent, come on! Opponent's taking their time. Opponent, come on, opponent. I really just want to play my matches. Is that too much to ask? We're down a game. This game's going well because we peeled the therapy. That's a nice quote. That's a really nice quote. Come on, dude. Opponent, seriously, this is... Maybe their internet died. I don't know. I really just expect them to come back right before they time out. If opponent's having a heart attack right now, I will retract everything I said and send a $10 donation. Put a Dalton. No, I don't want to reveal that. I'm going to therapy Gristlebrand, just in case they appeal another show and tell. Look, I don't even know opponent, so it seems fair to me. Ooh, Mountain Tarn. So like that. There we go. Now we cast Thingamabob. Like that. The force is not particularly helpful. I hope they just don't draw a cantrip. Ever. I'm going to play my land out because if I get to the 5th mana source, I would rather hardcast Force on something. Alright, well, I snap that off. They only have one unknown, so just snapping that off is so correct. I don't think I play the therapy here. I'd rather just force a cantrip. They have 2 blanks in their hands, so... Really? That sucks. Alright. Man, that really sucks. Maybe I was supposed to therapy? I wonder if I punted. Alright, well, guess we're sort of dead. The last card is Volcanic Island, so casting therapy now is actually nonsense. Well, I don't have any bolts in my deck currently, so that would be difficult. Yeah, I think it was correct. I think Bolt is a bad card in this matchup. I'm gonna force that. Because I know their last card is not good. Yeah, with 2 shows, yeah. I think you're right, Aaron. But we are certainly losing to this nonsense. This is when I wish I had Edict in my deck, but I think Edict is overall not great, so... Alright, you got me, opponent. Thanks for making me wait forever, you know? That's the part I'm annoyed about. They just, like, disappeared for a bunch of minutes and made me wait. I don't really care if I lose. I would rather just play all my matches, though, with this suboptimal deck list I accidentally entered with. Yeah, we were super far ahead when I peeled the therapy, and then suddenly my opponent had just drawn pretty well. Highs and lows of Magic. Yeah, if you mystery AFK, you don't get any sympathy from me. If you say something, then that's fine. Like, whatever. Like, I understand if people have to go somewhere. This hand is a keep. Sup, the young Garomancer. Alright. That is a hideous swamp and a hideous duress. Days. See you later, Days. I'll fetch for a Volcanic and play Delver. No respect for the game. Agreed. Me? Okay. That's somehow fine. They're probably pox or something. Yeah, probably. Gas? I think I have to get Underground and see, even though I have 2 red cards in my hand. 3 red cards in hand. Writ Nether Void 1 time. Uh-oh. Grave Titan? Alright. So, I actually do need a second red source now. This is awkward. Woo! Boo, 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 boo. I'm definitely double bolting that. Yeah. Had it. Magic is a skill-based game. Agreed. Now I actually do want to draw a Charter Course. I believe it would be one of the best cards to draw right here. I'll take 4. I'm pretty ahead in this race, considering I'm showing 7. Ooh, that's good too. This is a Saffron Olive deck, by the way. I don't know what that means. I don't really care. I think I do want to keep Days in my hand and just attack for a buttload of damage. I guess I could have actually brainstormed again. Yeah, whatever. All right, nice. That worked out well. I feel like Cabal Therapy is not great. Surgical is okay. Force is also not great, but it might be necessary. I really, We need to devise a plan versus them. What is the plan? Is Bolt actually good? Bolt might not be good. Ah, Eric Landon played this a bunch. No, there's no chance they have Ensnaring Bridge. You just saw Grave Titan. That doesn't make any sense. I'm actually going to side in the Flusters, I think. Just to try to fluster a discard spell. Also, the Landon lists and that list are different because our opponent definitely played Duress. They don't actually... They don't actually have things for me to surgical. So I'm actually going to just leave side in 3 therapies. E-Bridge is 100% possible. I can still deal with an E-Bridge. Ensnaring Bridge, so I'm not worried about it. Opponent topped. Opponent multi 5. You can take whatever you want. There goes my Ponder. My Ponderino. Gas? Yes, anything is possible in a structurally logical sense. I agree with Jolsani. Okay, that's fine. You know? Ooh, the 1-2 punch of probe therapy when they have like no cards in their hand. Smallpox? Why didn't they just cast Smallpox? That would have sort of wrecked me. I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'm just gonna therapy the Smallpox. That one's too good versus me. Do I cycle another therapy? Or cycle another probe? Nah, if I draw a Pyromancer, I would rather hang on to it, I think. Okay. Straight to 2-1. We didn't get to 5-0 with the Mimi, unfortunately. But we are 2-1, which is kind of gas. Yeah, I think cycling probe there is very bad, actually. Just giving up an elemental is bad. That deck seems not great. Habs 11. Want to borrow Enchantress? No thanks. Yeah, if I probe and see a Haymaker. This is fine. I'm gonna lead on death rate. Always the death rates. Joel Sani, I'm just playing this deck for fun. I don't know if I'm gonna play in Seattle yet. Probably keep that on top. Yeah, I think that's a keep. All right. Habs is the nickname for the Montreal Canadiens hockey team, by the way. Interesting. Turbo Depths. This is a matchup I'm very familiar with. How do I want to play this? I don't want to waste the Bayou because of crop rotation. I think I'm going to just play Waste, play Pyromancer, say go. No, I'm going to play Pyromancer. I think this is slightly better. What's up, B. McGrail? Main phase crop? Someone's scrying. So they've used a spirit guide. No, I just hold. Just hold. That's me on the stage. So there's a correct time to waste that stage. Might be now. Two cards in their hand. So ideally, if they didn't have anything else, the correct time to waste the stage is after the copy resolves, and they've chosen to keep that one. Then you can still wasteland the stage depths with the trigger on the stack. However, I think I might just waste it now. Yeah, I don't... Well, they didn't have a land, right? Like, they literally played... They revealed the stage. I think I'm supposed to waste now. I think it's unlikely they have another spirit guide. Yeah, that's... Oh, jeez, they had another spirit guide. That sucks. All right, well... Well, we have a lot of looks for Wasteland. Another Wasteland. He should have floated mana there, yes. Then there would be a 20/20 in play right now. I'm going to brainstorm first, actually. Actually, what is my plan? Opponent should have a 20/20. It was not that likely for them to have a second spirit guide. So I think wasting was actually correct. Do I brainstorm? What do I chart first? Pretty sure I'm supposed to brainstorm and flip the Delver. Yeah, I think this is actually better. Because I could set up a weird racing situation. It's exactly the same man with a plan. It's actually worse to let them keep the Thespian stage because it taps for mana. He had just a Bayou. I disagree heavily. So what's the plan? Play... Yeah, I disagree a lot. The play I could have made was being patient with the waste, but I think that was literally the interesting decision point. We can actually maybe just kill them still if they do it incorrectly. I have a chump here. Of course. So I need to find... That's going to get Sedgery's step. It's so frustrating. I think we actually would have won by blocking and forcing through a bunch of damage. 4, 5, 6. Alright, I guess I'll make them show me. I would have won with 2x chump, I think. That was my plan. The decision I could have made differently was not activating Wasteland when I did. Also, if I had a creature in my graveyard, I could have fetched for a trop there and survived. But, you know, c'est la vie. Gonna decide and grudge for needles. Gonna set out these charts. They're pretty bad. I also think therapy is not great. I kind of like fluster. What do I want to take out? Can't side out threats. Force is actually not that great, I think. I mean, it's okay. I think I'm going to side out one lightning bolt. Yeah, I agree. I think the bolt's like the worst card somehow. Oh, this hand's nice. I'm gonna get C played over. Yeah, it's good for those things, but I think it's overall kind of a bad card in the matchup. The other card I could have taken out was actually Young Pyromancer, when I think about it. I could have also had Therapies in my deck instead of Bolts, but I don't think that's actually good. All right. Drop. I think I'm gonna aggro Brainstorm. Maybe I just need to get stuff going. If I wanted to guarantee to flip my Delver, I would have to... I guess I could just put both probes on top and play Trop Deathrite. Guess that's okay. Yeah. It's not, like, insane. Why is upkeeping it better? I'm playing 1 to 2 drops. Swing and a miss. I think main pacing is much better. One, two, three, four. I think I'm gonna fetch for Volcanic, cycle Probe first before deciding what to do. Scrying. Scrying, decay, decay, depths. Alright, let's get our clock on. So they're going to scrying for stage. We're basically racing to draw a cantrip to find Diabolic Edict or Ancient Grudge. I cited in both grudges, right? Yeah, I did. Actually, do we just win this race? I feel like we do, actually. Alright. You can know yourself. Do they scrying or decay? That's the question. I think that it's going to be too slow, right? Yeah, that was a weird play. Yeah, that was bizarre. I mean, obviously I'm happy that happened for us, but that didn't make any sense. Pedal plus right of consumption. That would have been bad. Do I want the therapies if they're gonna play like that? Probably not. I'll side out one Pyromancer for the bolt. Gosh, I wish I had another grudge in this matchup. In before Handlord battlements. Wow, don't even talk about that. That's a nightmare. That is just a nightmare. Do I want therapy or not? That's the major question. Maybe therapy is just better than lightning bolt. Yeah, actually, that's probably true. I mean, we saw basically no creatures from the opponent. Maybe I'll have two of each. The old hedge. JW Hall, I did not break Legacy yet. Is it crazy to just hedge like this? Well, I'm gonna do it. Since there was no response. I got a haircut yesterday, yeah. Thanks for noticing. Yo, thanks for follow, vocalist ISSP. Vocalist SSP. This hand's great, obviously. Can never mulligan. Yo, we're up to 110 viewers. What's up on this Monday night? Really hope they don't name Scalding Tarn. The rule is mostly lead on death rate, yeah. Man, if that had named Scalding Tarn, I would have lost it. Just completely lost it all. Really just would have gone home. Well, I guess I'm already home. But gone somewhere else, just be like, yeah, we're done. We're done. That's actually kind of annoying. Oh well. I'm gonna attack and play both my threats. Deathrite still attacks for one. That's the nice part. I don't really like Surgical in the matchup. Yes, I understand it's good if they crop rotate away exactly their Dark Depths. It's, what the heck is the card called? Rime Dryad? Ooh, Tabernacle. Alright, well, I guess you got me. I'm gonna resolve the Delver Trigger first. And see what I should do. Yes, I will still go. Oh, that's kind of gas. Do I even want these death rates? I think I'm gonna just let them go and cantrip. I think keeping around the death rates doesn't really do very much. So, yeah, Ghost Quarter is strip mine versus build. Gonna ponder, look for. A land is actually sort of helpful, I think. So I'm gonna keep a land. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe surgical is good enough. I tend to not board surgical as much as other people do because I believe a lot of games are grind fests. Oh, I'm happy to just sack both the death rates. Oh, I mean, I guess I'm not happy, but it happened. Mainly because I don't think. Um, what is this? Okay, so they're just gonna main phase make, probably. Alright. Yes, I understand it's really good because they actually do need Dark Depths every time to win. I understand that. I don't like you, Aaron, anymore. That's so mean. I don't know why they did that instead of getting stage. I am gonna attack. Gonna edict now. There's no reason not to edict now. Alright, let's pay a blue. You don't have to pay one. Steve, you don't know how the card works. I'll just play this and say go. I don't think Dryad Arbor is particularly good, but some people play one. Some people play one factory. Interesting. That's awkward, Joel Sani. That really is awkward. I'm just gonna get a C in case if they crop rotate away their Urborg. Sucks. Alright, now we're... maybe I should have cycled the probe. Oh well. Then we're going to pitch force. Obviously, this is a precise situation where I wish I had thingamabob. It's not great. Feeling pretty dead here, but okay, well, let's... I should have tapped a C. I think I want both ways. So the trick is I can bait them, I think. They can stage to copy my wasteland, and that's fine. That's actually not a very good play, I think. I'm gonna just grudge. I don't think that play makes any sense. I'm gonna grudge that and then waste the stage response. They did not know about the grudge. I mean, I sort of tapped mana, which I shouldn't have, which sort of broadcast it. All right, this one. It's a promo Tabernacle. Oh, they saw Grudge off first over? Then that play is horrific. If that is actually the case, they shouldn't have done that. Alright, I'm going to cycle the probe now. Crop rotation. Cycle another probe. What happens if I let the wasteland resolve? Or the stage copy resolve, and I waste him, then he crop rotates? Okay, so I'm supposed to let it resolve, I guess. Okay, that's cool. Of course he draws another. Yeah, I don't think playing the Bayou is good because it gives away all the information. This has been a very strange game. This is the sort of game where chart course would actually be good. Which is something to say. I mean, obviously they're not in our deck because they're actually horrific, but right now. Is it Strangers and being... That's not... This is not lands. This is Turbo Depths. They play very differently. Yeah, I would put the lands in quotation marks. I think I'm supposed to waste the tabernacle. And then when he goes to crop rotate, I'm supposed to just force the crop rotation. Or when they go to crop rotate, I'm supposed to force the crop rotation. Well, rotating the tabernacle is correct when I'm wasting. Like, they wasted my waste. Come on, can't this... This is frustrating. So we need to cantrip into our second edict. Shuffle. This is a frustrating game, to say the least. I think we're about to be dead, but... Alright. I'm gonna just grudge the needle. There's no reason not to. So I need to draw a cantrip, essentially. We might be dead, but that's okay. Cool. I mean, you can name a fetch land. If I gotten one more attack in with the Delver, this would have been lethal. Picture behind me is Merit Lage, which is the card I'm currently dying to. Yes, irony. Well, that was disappointing. But, you know, c'est la vie. Yes, how appropriate indeed, Jacob. How appropriate. But wait, thanks for all you 138 people hanging out tonight. Appreciate every one of you. Magic is great. This Grixis list is medium because it's old. And you know, sometimes you get killed by Merit Lage. You know? C'est la vie. Ooh. Got our last match in the 2-2 league. I'm too good for you, Barn. classic Delver hand I can't keep. I'm going to keep this one, though. Oh, Drazi stomped me 8 days ago. It's disappointing. I don't know what I need yet, so I'm just going to hang on to it. Yo, thanks for follow Shifty Man GP. Alright, now we can fire. I'm going to shuffle away the C, I think. Yeah, I entered with the wrong deck. Take that as you will. I'm going to waste the Badlands. I'm going to fetch another C. I really don't like trying to blind therapy, but obviously, like, it depends on the situation. It's fine. Nice. Now we play this bad boy and hope it's good enough. It's fine. Alright, 4 attacks, please. 4 attacks. That's all we're looking for. Looks like our opponent is pile, yeah. I'm gonna force. This is just... I mean, I just have to deal damage to win. I'm not likely to do that, frankly speaking. That's pretty good. So I want to draw days this turn. Okay, you got me. I really don't want to play like this sort of decks. I mean, you can donate for me to play any deck you want me to play, essentially, but I'm not going to voluntarily play those decks for what it's worth. Y'all are real funny. Really funny. It says on the page, or it should. Looks like we're going to die this game, which sucks. Hmm. I guess I'll see if this resolves. Playing around in opposing days, even though I don't think it's terribly likely they have it in their deck, I just have to give them their value. I'm probably dead now, though. Like, I tried to suppress as much as I could with the aggro wasteland, etc., etc. Yes, the classics. Do they bolt, or do they not bolt? It's the classic question, really. Like, do you kill the Pyromancer, or do you... I'm probably supposed to kill the Pyromancer. Which is absurd not to, I think. Cool. Probably dead. It is US dollars. Don't try to be funny, y'all. Ooh, a top? That's a bad sign. I'm too good for you, Barn. Is gonna beat me this game. It's not gonna be particularly close either, which sucks. Yeah, Price would be good in this matchup. Alright, I'm dead. I don't like this. This is an old list. Or are you talking about the other list? This list is old. I'm not... I accidentally joined with this list and I wasn't supposed to. If you're wondering. I actually think this is a matchup where this card is good. That's not... actually, is that supposed to be in? Kill Strixes? Nah, 20 tickets is not the same as $20 to me. But I do appreciate the thought. This list is actually really outdated and old. I just accidentally joined with the wrong deck. Actually, I'm just not going to bother with Therapy. I think the card is not great. And I'll have this in and 1+ in. Yeah, I think Grudge is actually good here. It kills 2 Strixes. Sounds pretty good. Am I on the Pro Tour? Currently, but we don't know for how long. This is the answer. I guess I'm supposed to keep that. Yeah, Therapy, I thought about more, and it does not actually seem good. Should I waste them? Therapy's terrible. It never helps me. That is depressing. I think I'm gonna waste them. I'm just gonna counter their Death Right activation by activating my own. This is an aggressive brainstorm. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, I can't Pyroblast it really, because if I try to activate Death Right, they just activate their Death Right and they get the mana. It's a random foil fetch in their deck. Might as well do it now to just eat stuff out of their graveyard. Obviously this can end poorly for me, which I think it's going to. Yeah, it sucked. Just needed to untap with that thing. I really want to use this as a draw too, so I'm gonna wait as long as possible. Shouldn't quite work. But I guess now I can at least play the Angler and delve everything away, which is not terrible. Obviously a fetch would have been preferred, but, you know, this is fine. Okay. I kind of hope they just play some 3-drop here. I don't know what. Ugh, that's my nightmare. I guess, I mean, I can Pyroblast, but that's just such a good exchange for them. Really, I would rather Pyroblast it when it's on the stack, but now I have to do that. Like, I just have to get the 5 damage through. Alright, we're gonna play Chart. They're probably gonna Blast, and I'm gonna Daze. Okay, apparently that none of that happened. Do I cycle a Probe? Nah. If I draw a Pyromancer, I want all of the probes. If I Daze... Oh, that's not even that good. I'll just let it go. So, Dazing would have just forced a crack of a fetch, which is not that good. I think I'm gonna lead on probe first and see exactly what's going on. Let's see. Those are some cards. Bolt, Tarn, Mage, Deluge. Yo, thanks for follow Gone1337. So what can I do here? I can take the blast this turn and then play True Name next turn. That seems ideal. Yeah, just say go. Their hand is actually not great, I think. Especially if I get to resolve this True Name. My plan is to blast the Snapcaster. Yeah, I know they have Deluge. That's fine. If they Deluge for 5, it just, like, wrecks themselves, sort of. I'm fine with that. Do I care? I guess I can't do much about it, really. Alright. I'll see if they go up or down. Okay, they went down. It's going to be a hard one to win. That was actually a good draw for them, I think. So, I just play the True Name, I think. If they Deluge, whatever, like, it's fine. They're gonna, well, so they have to Deluge for 5, which is actually kind of a risky proposition. Obviously, I'm in terrible shape, but there's like an outside world where they deal themselves enough damage and I just like brainstorm into a few bolts or something that it might not be terrible. Second, if they don't Deluge this turn, I get to kill the Liliana, which is good for me. Third, if they Deluge only for 1, I can actually force a chump block next turn of the other Strix. Or, sorry, off of Deathrite, because I would Pyroblast the Strix that they're likely to cast. So I think they're going to Deluge for 1, then attempt to play Baleful Strix, then I Pyroblast the Strix, and then I don't know what happens. I will, I guess, cast some cantrips and see what happens on my turn. But, you know, anything could happen, really. This is just a universe full of things. All sorts of crazy things can happen. Yep, Deluge for 1, as predicted. It's just that deluging for 5 actually puts them in sort of a risky proposition to die. I think is the actual answer. That's so frustrating. Yeah, I knew about the bolt. Do I brainstorm looking for another daze? I think I'm going to, even though it sucks. This actually makes more sense. All right. Sucks. I think I'm really dead. I mean, I get to bolt to kill the Liliana, I guess, but things are not looking great. I might daze and return my volcanic, actually, and pay. Yeah, I'm going to. Mainly because having a red for the next turn is going to be super, super, super important. And this daze is really just not doing anything. In which case I should have actually kept the other bolt, I guess. That was probably a mistake. G Nargles, G Nargoyles. I'm not sure how to answer that question. There's a lot of really good decks in Legacy. I don't know which one has the highest skill cap. Yeah, we are very dead this game. They still have a snap in their hand. Oh, Nargoyles. If I give an in-depth answer, okay, I'll give a pretty in-depth answer. So, most of the blue decks in Legacy have a lot of cantrips, and the cantrips let you sculpt a lot of different game plans. Storm does have a lot of cantrips and lets you sculpt essentially game plans to get around counter magic, but I don't think it's the highest skill cap deck in Legacy. I think Miracles is probably higher. And I also think, you know, Pile, any sort of blue mid-range deck where the cards, oh, that's bad, where the cards sort of let you interact with your opponent but are very conditional at certain points in the game, have really high skill caps. Alright, we have to kill that. Well, I guess it's actually time to cash in this terrible draw 2 discard one, because I'm never going to get to attack. That's my opinion, of course. I mean, I think Storm has sort of a minimum level of competence you have to approach. And then after that, I mean, you can learn more about the deck. But I sort of think people might exaggerate how... I guess the easy games are really easy to win, but the hard games, you don't know if you're messing up or not, is the correct way to put it. By the way, I'm very dead this game. mostly dead because I entered with the wrong list from forever ago. I wonder if a Snapcaster is ever going to be cast. Just Grixis. They still have that Snapcaster in their hand. I basically need to Power Blast the Snapcaster. Because just a random card from their deck is a lot less threatening than a flashback spell.
Close enough.
Close enough. Thank you for the donation. I really appreciate it. You know, without all y'all, you know, I'm just a guy playing Magic at my house. This is not a particularly great card right now. I think I'm dead. But, you know. C'est la vie. I wonder if the Snapcaster is ever going to be cast. How much would it cost to get me to play a GP wearing an owl costume? What? What? I don't... What? I can't even. I really just can't even with that question. Well. That's a good question. How cumbersome would the costume be? Alright. Time to cycle a probe. Yo, thanks for follow, Comrade XKCD. Yeah, that is a good question, Physis. Sweet username, by the way. I remember that card from Time Spiral. Life Force is a necessary sideboard card for this matchup. Well, I'm basically dead. Alright. Okay, we're gonna join with the correct Grixis Delver list. I'm out of play points, whatever. Still have tickets for days. This is what happens when I test a bunch of random modern decks and lose a little bit. You run out, you know, and that'll happen sometimes. Ooh, we have another match. Hope it's not versus the same guy. That would be kind of awkward. Nope. Synapse Twitch. Sounds good. Look, I think a lot of Magic decks get a bad rep for being brain dead, even though there are a lot of interesting decisions that people don't consider with a bunch of decks. Joel Sani. Alright. Kind of hope they just play some non-basic that I can waste and play a second Delver and, you know, just get them. Just get them dead. Enchantress. Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. Ooh, it's quite the hand. Argothian. Presence times 2 wish. It's not you. It's true, it is not you. Unless if you're ghosting us. I think I'm just going to put 2 lands back. Trick is to try to kill them as quickly as possible. I don't know your Moto username, but, you know, we're just going to try to win as quickly as possible. They're going to play Argothian and hopefully do nothing else. No. I'm going to play my creatures and Gitaxian Probe and hope it's good. Gaia's Touch. Interesting card. Yo, thanks for follow, Padro Lila. Gaia's Touch. Okay, these wastelands are mostly dead, but Deathrite can kill our opponent through a confinement. Yeah, I don't know. I guess the Witch can find Sarah's Sanctum, but that's not particularly useful right here. Hope they don't wish for something like Tabernacle, I guess, is the real worry. But I think... Well, in normal circumstances, I agree with that. But here, I think it's going to be far too slow to actually do anything. Plus, we have 2 wastelands. Ooh, Wild Growth was a pretty good draw. Hmm. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can put them to 1. But the problem is 1 is not 0. Very well. We'll put them to 1 though. Earthcraft. I think Earthcraft would actually make Elves pretty darn good too. So yeah, Deathrite puts them to 1. They would need... Not sure what they would need. Interesting. Abundant Growth. I'm not really sure what's going on with this precise build of Enchantress. Alright, let's see what they get with Living Wish. Yeah. I'll take your word with it when you say it's a bad list. Okay, well, we're going to do that. They've played their land. Alright. Gas? Alright. What is the plan? These are probably good. This is fine. Fork Bolt is not great. Spell Pierce is good. The Angler is not great because of Elephant Grass. I could make a GG emote, but I'm not even anywhere close to that. I would have to be Twitch partner, which I am not currently. Should I cut bolts? Everything sucks. I feel like cutting bolt might be good. I mean, it shaves turns off the clock. I think surgical is fine, but not great. So I'm not actually going to put it in. Oh, what the heck? The question is bolt or surgical better? I guess. I think surgical might be better, actually. I'm not sure, though. Surgical is great versus the Rest in Peace deck. That's true. Alright, I'll have the bolts in, then. Yeah, that's another reason to take out Angler versus Rest in Peace, actually. Nah, I already have 2 edicts for, Thingamabob. You know, the doohickey. Argothian Enchantress is the card I was trying to refer to. Turbo Depths? Wasn't a huge fan of it when I tried it. I feel like I actually want to play Delver in this matchup before Deathrite. Dropped Confinement in 2008 to 2012. Only tried again to try and salvage the deck. Interesting. Most of their first brawl named green. Oh, the second one named white. How about some ninjas? Not about that. I'm actually gonna fetch before pondering so I can set up my Delver as well. So if I put... Do I want to therapy next turn? Do I even want to draw this Delver? So let's see. I don't think I want to draw the second Delver, in which case I should stack therapy in the middle. Words is getting this meta because he also played Blood Moon. You know, I'm going to let all y'all have that Enchantress discussion because I don't know anything about that. Alright, Confinement's in. Probably dead. Tell me when I should pack. I'm the best. Oh man, why do you troll so much, man? What's up, Goblip guy? I'm not going to skip yet. We're going to attempt to drain them out with this card. might also concede once they have Rest in Peace. But currently, I guess this card is technically alive. I do have edicts for Argothian, that's true. Well, technically 2 presences isn't the hard lock if they draw nothing but lands. But that's so unlikely. Yo, thanks for the follow, Hippity Long Years. Oh, I can't target them. They have confinement. Yeah, I can't actually edict the Argothian. Yes, it targets the player. They have Shroud. Yeah, we'll try to drain them for the full 20. Might not work, but, you know. I'm gonna get another C. All of the red cards are basically dead right now. Is Force good enough? Imperial Edict. You're funny. Alright, I'm gonna draw the Force. This true name is not doing anything for me right now. Interesting. I've never seen Imperial Edict until now. It's probably P3K, I suppose. Oh man, maybe they have to let the confinement go. No, they discarded Helm. Yeah, Back to Nature would be good. Reverent Silence would also be good. Ixalan's Binding? Oh, that cannot be allowed to happen. I've played Violet Smasher the Fierce a long time ago. I don't think it's particularly great. Yeah, Ixalan's Binding. Wow. Wow, indeed. Alright, let's find some stuff. Seven turn clock, y'all. 7 turn clock. Maybe they will run out of draws. %? Yeah, it's probably not good. Living Wish. Alright. Probably getting Sarah's Sanctum. Yup. That's bad. This has not been great so far. I started putting Mulligan a bunch in game 1, but this game looks terrible for us. That one you can have. We're still on the plan of protect our death rights. Interesting. Are they gonna run out? We're not dead yet. Nice, double the clock. The problem is I also need to not run out of cantrips. wasteland good enough? Probably. Actually, it might not be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. It's actually not good enough, I think. Well, that wasn't good either. So, good beats. Yeah, they're either... I mean, we're in pretty terrible shape. Oh boy. I think I've lost. So should I actually side in more casualties? It doesn't really seem like I should. That's my take on this situation. What's your first favorite one, Con? Okay, now we can concede. Do I want marsh casualties? I mean, still targets, which is a problem. Well, it just killed me right there. Does that answer the question? Taking the bolts out. I'm going to have the surgicals in. I'd rather have Edict, I think. I think this is fine. Yeah, they literally just played Sigil as well. Yeah, this is fine. Marsh is one-sided as well. MWS or MW Son of Dawn. Wow, we choke, Doomwake, that is touch, rip, Teeth. There's good news and bad news. Good news is their hand doesn't do much. Bad news is our hand doesn't do much. I think I might just surgical my probe to get another creature when they play their Rest in Peace. Guys, touch. Okay. That's bad. So their plan is to just turbo out the Doomwake Giant. Any respect for days? Any? Oh, I could have surgical to Windswept. I'm so dumb. That was actually probably the correct play. Yeah, I'm a goofball. Yeah, that was definitely the correct play. Wish I had figured that out. We are mostly dead again. Alright, I have a really, really, really mediocre plan. Oh crap, I can't use his death rates to pay. Right. Actually, you can never use death rate to pay for attacking with that. This is probably still right though. So, expect to get choked next turn. I should have surgicaled the Heaths, I think. Once the first one got cracked, I should have surgicaled. They might choke this turn. If they choke this turn, I'll just... what will I do? Yeah, we're getting Mimi'd, but... Oh, I almost thought I had a green vote. I'm like, what the heck? That makes no sense. Now I essentially need to draw Brainstorm and Brainstorm into 2 bolts. Alright, so I can attack with 2 creatures and give Bolt as an out. Wait, are the bolts on the deck? Nope, they aren't. Well, this sucks! You're right, Hippity Long Ears. This is awful. I would have lost this game if they had just turboed the Doomwake Giant very easily, I think. Okay. So now I have basically no outs. I guess I can attack for 2 by tapping my land. I guess that's the plan. And I think this game was actually winnable if I had just surgical the heaths and thought about it. My secret strategy versus Enchantress at Seattle. Not get paired versus it, I guess. Yeah, I didn't leave in bolt. Alright, so if I draw a black source, I can edict them and attack for 2. Conveniently, they're at 2. Alright. No! It's a second! No! Boo irons. No, you can't surgical and fail. Or there's nothing to surgical anymore, is what I'm saying. Maybe I'm supposed to just edict. I'll say go. See what happens. If they have Dryad Arbor in their deck, I get kind of screwed, but whatever. Just have to hope their last 4 cards in hand are not good. Huh. What the one on earth is this? Alright, well. I don't think I have any other mana producing lands left in my deck except for Wastelands. So I need to draw a Wasteland as well. Is it better to play Delver or Pyromancer? Probably Pyromancer. I still have 2 probes left. I should have surgical those heaths. I think that play cost me the game. No. Right, maybe they mess up somehow. They probably just drew the sigil. Fine, opponent, fine. Those. Maybe I'm supposed to leave in bolts. If that surgical is a bolt, my opponent very easily loses, but that's not a good way to justify it. I don't know which one's better on average. Obviously, the surgical looked terrible there. Red Army Man 13. This hand is unkeepable, so I will mulligan. This is fine. Do I want force? Not particularly. Yeah. I mean, a mistake is a mistake still, so I'm not worried about it. Like, what? Alright. This is a thing. Finance hand was real good if we don't have force. So they're gonna add NOS, I guess? Do you crack LED with add NOS on the stack? Maybe they'll go to 2 and not duress me. Somehow. Oh, there's the pedal, so I've lost. Because they can go pedal, dark writ, ball writ. Alright, I'm super dead. I'm gonna let them keep doing their thing until they go to like probe or duress me. That could cast, that could cast. We could have been. I mean, we're probably gonna get like nugged for like, I don't know, 48 or so. I don't know. It's a large amount. Alright, now we concede. You don't get to know. I'm going to hedge versus empty by siding in 2 of these. I think these are not great in general. True Name's not great either. It's kind of slow. It does pitch to force, but I think that's irrelevant. I guess I'll only have 1 Martian and take out 1 Angler. Yeah, that's the plan. I think I'm supposed to keep, but it's not like insane. Going to Tarn, proceed, play Deathrite. Hope their hand's weak, and then, you know, cantrip into something good, hopefully. I think this is like on the cusp of being not good enough. It's just cantripping on one instead of playing your death right I think is pretty terrible though. They probably get a basic though, which sucks for us. Ravnica? This is a Ravnica island, I think. OG Ravnica island. It's interesting they would cycle the probe that turn. Yes, I would like to draw that brainstorm and cast it. Fixes up my hand quite nicely, actually. Don't think there's going to be a lot of relevance to having both wastelands. I'm basically going to Power Blast any cantrip, like that one. And then we're going to start going to work on the graveyards. Now the interesting question is, do I fire off the probe? The answer is probably not. Am I going to need 2 red or 2 black? Probably 2 black. This is a matchup where I miss people playing Null Rod. Null Rod used to be one of the best cards in this matchup. So they're going to therapy my Pyromancer, I guess. It's interesting they would bring this in. I don't think it's great. Like, I understand being scared of, like, you know, hate permanence. What on earth? Alright. For what it's worth, this seems like mostly a worse Night's Whisper. Harder to cast. Like, Night's Whisper you can cast off Swamp Island. That is some jank. Yeah, I think I agree with you there. I guess I'll take the probe because it's free. Also, the 2 life loss seems like not the matchup you want this in. I'm just baffled about what's going on here. Dazed and confused. Alright, sure, just... Sweet misdirection tech. That would have been pretty sweet, misdirecting the Sign in Blood. But that's just such an unlikely card for anyone to actually play in Legacy that I would not see that coming, really. Commandeer. You know, whatever works for all y'all. I'm gonna not fire the probe because this means I can still force through a duress. Obviously, if I get therapied, it's worse. Sure, I have a lot of cards in hand, but they're also dying, so I don't know. Countering that doesn't do much, so I'm not going to. Probe put lethal on the board. Oh, did I miss that? 1, 2, 3. Oh, 2, 2. Yeah, I missed that. Oh well. C'est la vie. I hope they didn't... Huh. Actually... Yeah, I was supposed to cycle probe then if it was lethal. I didn't do the math. Which I should have done. Well, so my issue is if they have Past in Flames... Alright, well, we're going to force that and they die. I wonder why they had Chain of Vapor in. Yeah, not probing was pretty bad, I think. Be right back. Restroom. That's fair, B. McGrail. Sign in Blood can target your opponent if they're at 2. That is that. Should I just take out the last Angler for a second Marsh? I think I'm going to. I think it's more likely they try to like aggro empty on the play. Do you keep? I feel like you're supposed to keep still. They mulligan. Yeah, I'm gonna keep. Don't think you can over mulligan this matchup. It's just it can go so bad for you. Like this hand's just fine. Like absolutely fine. Alright. Blood is basically 2 storm. Yeah, precisely. Or 1 storm for the, or I guess it's 2 storm if you plan on casting tendrils on that same turn. Still gonna death rate. I mean, I guess there's a case to be made for leaving up Pyroblast, but I think that's probably wrong. Interesting. Wonder, are they gonna therapy Delver or Pyroblast? Okay. Feel like I might lose to this. Alright, interesting. I think I'm actually going to save my fetch to use as a scry for both my Delvers in a little bit. I'm also just trying to put the most power on the table as possible because my hand's so bad now. I don't think I was supposed to mulligan that hand though. Alright. Opponent's not doing much, which is good for us. Right. No sale. So now the real question is it worth using this as a scry, or is it worth guaranteeing 2 damage? I think it's probably better to deal 2 damage EOT. Can't really play around much here, but alright. Gonna eat the therapy. That's bad too. I guess we can attack them down to 11 and then they'll be at 9. And I'll play the Tarn to use as a mini scry. Fugitive Wizard indeed. It is definitely a Fugitive Wizard. The popping in and out thing actually drives me sort of nuts. I don't want to draw another death rate. It's like basically dead here. I do want to draw Brainstorm though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I waste a fetch, they would die. Nice. I'm gonna brainstorm and look for another wasteland or anything good. I'll probably do it. Considering they can't crack either of those fetches now. Actually, I wonder if I was supposed to even waste the fetch. The reason not to waste the fetch is it keeps them off Cabal Ritual. So actually wasting the fetch was a mistake, I believe. Hmm. I think they're dead, though. Like, they're thinking a while. And I'm gonna just daze the first thing that they play. Well, if it's a duress, I'm not gonna daze it. But if it's like a dark ritual, I'll just snap daze. What's up, Yoso Yez? Opponent seems like they're feeling salty. We are playing Honda Civic Delver. Yeah, it is Honda Civic Delver. You know, the reliable car that lots of soccer moms drive. You know, the averages. What the heck? Where did my game go? Alright. That was weird. Something happened. Okay. C. So, dazing it doesn't actually do anything. Liliana, mostly fair matchups, I think. I'm gonna eat Pass and Flames. There's nothing they can get anymore, right? Yeah, Baleful Strix. Liliana's also pretty good versus Baleful Strix. It actually, I think they're just basically dead no matter what. They can get like tendrils to buy a little bit of time, but they mostly die. Ooh, I should have cast Brainstorm off Volcanic. That's a good point. Yo, Hippity Long Ears, that's really hard to read. Jeez, that bright green text. I'll let someone else explain why dazing didn't do anything there. Okay, nice. Alright, we're 1-1. Let's finish the league strong, y'all. The Enchantress match was embarrassing, and I'm disappointed with myself for punting it by not surgicling the heats. Yeah, that green is really painful. I don't know. My eyes are just bleeding looking at it. Literally just bleeding. Figuratively, literally. Yes. That is one way of putting it, y'all. Ooh, Gabby Teehee. That's a nice emote. Oh, 2 minutes since waiting for a queue to fire. Is Grixis Delver actually an anime pro tag? I don't know. Yo, thanks for following Jeff Nish 88. Alright, 2 minutes and counting. Nice. I'll have a match. Hopefully. Come on. Let me play a match. Alright, keep. His hand's great. Boo. Boo this man. Yo, thanks for following Table Space. Oh, that's a little bit late. I'm gonna ponder first. Probably draw the brainstorm and waste them. Yeah. If they play Death Right, I think I'm forced to daze. Hmm. Uh, nah, I don't really like doing that most of the time. I mean, I think Joel Sini's point was we were on the play, so the question is, do you want to ponder looking for... I don't think it's Reanimator. I think it looks like Jund to me. Top card's a land, right? I'm gonna just fetch and probe now to see what's actually going on. Yeah, it's Jund. Be my fault for where I'm not planning on a time of life. No, I see where they're getting at, but I don't think we need to do that. Which is why I didn't do it, obviously, but Tarmogoyf? It's 4-5. I'm gonna daze that. I will sign your probes if you really want me to, Lawrence. Yes. I'll just play the one they know about. So now I can Spell Pierce the Liliana. Forked Bolt the Confidant. Alright. I was supposed to photo mana, but it's fine. Yeah, I don't think Jund is that great in Legacy, frankly speaking. Question is, do I play Confidant or leave up Spell Pierce? Or play Death Rider or leave up Spell Pierce? I think the answer is leave up Spell Pierce. Does Jund even beat Pile? No, I don't think so. Will I sign your Japanese probes in Chinese? Yes, if you really want me to, Lawrence. I will do that for you, buddy. Gas? Hello. Welcome to Wasteland Town. Alright. Fine. Nice. We're already way past that point in the game, Lawrence. I'm gonna leave a Pierce for Bolt in case if that happens somehow. And I think they're probably just gonna die to this Pyromancer. That's pretty good too. I do love an aggro wastelanding. You all know that, or you all should know that. What's up, Fire Hellkite? Oh wait, thanks to all 100 plus of you hanging out on this Monday. Really appreciate everyone. 3 to 5. Do I Spell Pierce? To get an extra damage in. Put them to 3. I think I'm going to. I think the token's worth it. Get out of my game. I really don't want those. I do want edicts. Liliana is pretty good. And I think Cabal Therapy is probably better than the other options. Our deck is not really designed to play this matchup, I think, very well. Basically, I'm leaving in Daze because I think it's actually okay, given they have a bunch of 3s and 4s. Obviously, it's not, like, insane or anything. In fact, it's kind of bad. Surgical is Dece? It's only Dece for punishing power, right? Yeah, I guess I'll have Surgical in it instead. Maybe 2. 2 Fausts, yeah. Maybe I'll go like this. Then I like Forked Bolt. Or I could go like this, actually. Which might be better. This seems kind of bad. I'm going to leave in 1 foul. Because I never want to draw 2. But the first one I think is fine. I don't think there's an argument for Pithing Needle. I'm going to keep. Hope I don't get ruined. I don't really like Thoughtseize in these matchups for them. To me, they're just paying 2 life to trade with my best card, which I don't think is that great. We'll play that one. The fetches are more valuable later. Okay. I mean, they're just dealing themselves damage to try to get cards out of my hand, which is great for me. I feel like you actually have to take Pyromancer here, but it depends on a lot in their hand. Alright, shows what I know. Do I think Deathrite Shaman is too good for Legacy? It's certainly borderline. Like, it's almost too good for Legacy, I think. That actually makes my play easier. I'm gonna just jam the Pyromancer. Yeah, the reason I think life tools actually matter in this matchup, so I don't like paying 2 to trade for their best card in hand. I'm also very anti-ban Water Emblem 1992. I don't like banning things in general. Okay, well now I snap waste. Yo, thanks for follow D4 base. Like, he's already started at 12. They've already started at 12 after we thought seizing me twice. Tarmogoyf. I'll lead with that because I actually want to... If they have Decay, this plays around Decay a little bit better. Right. Ooh, gas. Yo, thanks for the host. Death and Taxes for the win. I'm gonna draw the Brainstorm. I don't want to expose another threat to a second Golgari Charm, potentially, even though I'm gonna waste them. Alright, nice. Alright, so we're 2-1 now. That was a pretty academic victory over Jund. It's basically like, I feel like Grixis, Delver, and Jund are actually pretty similar decks, but we get to have cantrips. Yo, thanks for follow Moxal. Moxtizal. Dab on them. Nah, I'm not a dabbing sort of fellow. Knuckles out. Moxal. That makes sense. Moxal. Thanks for the follow. It's really hard to know how to pronounce people's usernames because, you know, English has a bunch of arbitrary pronunciations anyways. Alright, so we're 2-1. This hand's great. Not gonna mulligan. Alright, we're getting probed. I think I would actually rather ban Gitaxian Probe than Deathrite first, but I I understand most of the people don't agree with that opinion. I just think free spells are more egregious than a 1-2 for 1, even though the 1-2 for 1 does a lot of things. Interesting. Probe Tarn. What does that mean? What's up, Bara? Why not both? Yeah, that's a good... I mean, that's a reasonable point. I think I'm actually going to probe. I'm sort of curious what this means. I'm actually going to cast it here, because I want to know... Alright. Well then. Well then. Storm opponent. Burning Wish. Chrome Mox. Duress. Infernal. Island. LED. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a bad draw. Get probe. Yeah, I mean the Phyrexian mana spells were mostly a mistake, I think. So they can duress us. Then what? Let's see. What can their hand actually do next turn? They can play I win, Mox and Print Duress, Burning Wish empty. I guess that's what could happen. So I should actually ponder. This sucks. Okay, well, that's pretty good. They're probably going to address my foul. Yeah, Band Touches and Deathrite Brainstorm doesn't look too strong. It's true. Alright. You've got a duress. What all do they know? I actually have another force. There's actually merit to casting Brainstorm and putting the bolts back, I think. That's fine. My top card is Flight Strand, so... I'll have a Spike you. Gas. I guess I'll see what they do. I don't think there's a reason to play the land. You can Thoughtseize me if you want. Okay. That's fine. Nah. Maybe I should have, but I didn't. I think I'm actually just going to Brainstorm in response. Actually, could just let it go and bolt them. Okay, I think I'm going to do that instead. I don't think they have to win this turn. Obviously, it's going to suck if they do, but... They wish for Thoughtseize, so they're going to empty because their deck can only main deck empty. And then I have Bolt. I'm not going to bother with surgical versus this version. I do want blast for the angler there. Yeah, I predicted what was going to happen. They were too low on life to actually kill us with the tendrils. If we bring in Lily, she'll beat the goblins eventually. That is not good reasoning, friend. Is that the gator clap? Yeah, something like that. Nah, I'm not going to worry about Swarm. They don't universally have Swarm, I think. I think Storm versus Delver is fairly even, actually, but... I mean, there we just sort of outplayed them, in my opinion. I'm going to keep. This might be loose, actually, but... That first game was awesome. What's up, Armolex? Yeah, I think this hand's okay. It's keepable, but it's not insane. I'm going to lead on Death Ray. Nah, I have 2 Marsh Casualties in my deck. I mean, obviously it's not insane, but... Interesting. Playing around Stifle, I guess? That was weird. I'm only going to play 1 Delver. I'm going to leave up Pyroblast. No, because, like, Storm is actually bad versus, like, Eldrazi Stompy, I think. And stuff like that. Guess. Bang. I think I'm going to play... another Delver. I can Brainstorm Upkeep if I really want to. Okay. Let's see. They're at... I could have Brainstormed DOT. Maybe that was correct, actually. Whoops. Didn't mean to reveal it. Oh. Yo, thanks for following Zippo Pirate 85. Sup, Strifo. Well, we're not playing against Ant anyways, so... I think... I'm gonna play the Vulcan Sago. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I can deal with them 2, 10, 3, 3. I guess missing this damage is actually might cost me, which is sort of annoying. Yeah, I think I goofed a few times. Yo, thanks for follow Brogue8264. Yo, thanks for the follow, Strifo. Do I force this? I feel like I should force this, actually. Yeah, I'm trying to debate 7. They have 7 cards, Ari. They have another Black Source. They have Lotus Petal, right? Like... Well, so actually if they have Therapy, they would lead with Therapy off of the Swamp, right? So we can... I'm gonna let it go then. Man. Alright. Let it go. Obviously countering it now is just nonsense. Flusterstorm. That's a weird... Yeah, I was debating it. I'm just like, if he has Therapy... Let's see, what's the Storm count? Ritual, Therapy... Right? So it's 3. If I force it... Waiting was a huge punt because it gave away the information. Yeah. Am I supposed to force this one? No, it's technically the Epic Storm. I mean, waiting is bad because it sort of gives away information. That's what I think Ari's trying to say. Actually, we can beat an empty for 8 to 10. Wow, that's a lot of... Also, we can just brainstorm into Marsh Casualties. Okay, so it's an empty at the end? Because if it's not anything else... Alright. Very well. I think we're actually okay here still. I mean, I guess they could try to Therapy us. Yeah, it's fine. Well, we have lethal. No, there's no chance for lands tonight. I'm finishing this league. Nice. Oh, yeah. Alright, Ari. Ari. You know what, buddy? I didn't realize you all weren't modded. Okay. We're 3-1. I mean, how do you define non-stock? I play all sorts of weird decks sometimes. I played Blue-White Flash in Modern a few days ago. I played Blue-White Time Warp in Modern a few days ago as well. I lost to Enchantress in 3 because I did not Surgical Windswept Teeth when there were 2 more in my opponent's hand in Game 3. And we lost a close one. Well, they ended at 2 life, but if they had just had less lands... Oh yeah, I accidentally played Chart a Course Delver a few hours ago because I entered with Grixis Delver, not Legacy -- Grixis Delver. I failed to realize Grixis Delver was my old Chart a Course brew. I actually kind of like the Time Warp deck for what it's worth, but, you know, it's hard to tell if it's actually, like, good or not. I mean, right now, I will admit, I'm playing the Honda Civic of the format. It's just straight Bob Huang Grixis Delver. I have not taken a break from lands for good. Just for now. No, I don't have anything against driving Civics. Civics are super reliable and super efficient. Ah, great. Classic. Well, this sounds good. So, also, we get to run the Mishra's Bauble Street Wraith thing here. Lands? Lands is fine. I mean, it's not as insane as it used to be. That's what I'm going to say. It used to be, like, super underrated and you would crush people because they didn't know what was going on. But now, that doesn't happen as much anymore. Yo, thanks for following Mattel Bows. Alright. There's a subsection of matchups where I want this card. This is a really awkward position. So, like, I think in more than 50% of the matchups, this bolt is probably good, so I'm supposed to keep it. The question is, we are on the play. Yes. Yes, it's Legacy without Tome towards the... Don White's, come on, man. Come on. I think I'm supposed to keep this bolt, but it's an interesting statistical question. Why? I could just probe into it if I think it's good. Or would you rather just save the probe? I guess I'm actually supposed to save the probe. Alright, fine. I was debating basically cycling Street Wraith into it. But if you all think this is better... Basic Mountain? What does that mean? Probably like Moon Stompy? Alright, well... Maybe it's like Burn or something weird like that. Choose a player. I still wait for the corner case where I choose myself with this because I have Pyroclasm in my hand. Uh-oh. Human? What is this? Alright. I have a feeling that this probe is not good enough anymore. Yeah. Why did they name human? Is it a human? Oh, it is a human. Okay, well, that's why they named human then. Cormox, City of Traders, Smog Catcher, Mountain Siege Gang, SSG. So next turn, they're going to play Mog Catcher. Attack for 4. Yeah, this is the Portal 3 Kingdoms mountain, I believe. I do like this mountain. I think it looks good. Do I Spell Pierce or Chrome Walks? Probably not. These two cards are just dead. Catcher will always be. Alright, we can Spell Pierce that at least. They didn't have Chalice in their hand, right? They just drew the Chalice. Oh, I guess that's fine. Other hand. Maybe I was supposed to just force it and bolt them. Yeah, maybe that was a mistake. Oh well. Ooh! Is that even good? I guess it's still good. Take 4. We're pretty far ahead in this race, I guess. All right. I'm going to run a Bolton to get more things into the graveyard. But I think that might have been a mistake. All right, well, get wrecked. So now I can hard cast a force if necessary. I don't think it will be necessary because I think this will go get whatever. They're going to Siege Gang my Death Rate and be dead on board? I mean, I don't really care about that, right? Like, they're literally Dobbs, right? 3 + 2 + 2? You had to throw out your brisket that was cooking for 12 hours. That sucks. Man, why does it pop in and out? That's the thing that annoys Rich Shea, but it also annoys me. Like, there's no reason for it to keep going back and forth. Is there anything they can have that, like, I actually care about? I don't think there is, but prepared to be surprised. If that said human, they could get Orge of Pontiff. Alright. Well, we need these Ancient Grudges for Chalice. Edict is fine. I feel like on the draw... The boy's gonna get ya. Yeah, maybe they'll get me. Wonder what else I'm supposed to side out. Maybe Edict is not that good. I think it is good, but a human finding mercenary? What's the human ringleader? What do I want Needle for? Mog Catcher? I guess I do want for Mog Catcher. Enlistment officer gets soldiers. It's the soldier ringleader, if I recall correctly. What am I supposed to take out? Maybe Edict is bad. Doesn't seem bad, but... Anyone have an idea what I should side out? Oh, Courageous Outrider. That's like an impulse for humans from Shadows? One probe, 1 days. Take out another probe on the draw. That seems sort of wrong, but... I'll go like this then. Not sure. This is a tough matchup to sideboard for. I'm going to keep this one. I have Insurance versus Chalice and other like random shenanigans. Nice. If they Chalice, I'm going to daze the crap out of it. I'm going to daze the crap out of that too. Okay, now I'll force pitch Delver. The Spirit Guy was kind of annoying. But I guess we traded a bunch of stuff. I'm going to ponder and look for another blue card. Obviously, it could bite me, but... Perfect. Perfecto. Yeah, a little bit of trouble making me out of this game. I'm going to draw the... Which do I want to pitch to force? I guess this is a question. I want to pitch Probe, probably. Get in the damage. Red Cap? I don't care about that, actually. That one's fine. Yo, thanks for follow, Governor Bator. At some point I can Bolt plus exile the Red Cap if I want to. Nah, I'm just going to Bolt that one, I think. I do want to draw the true name, so I think I'm actually going to Bolt on my turn. Red Cap is tech. Yeah, agreed. Ooh, I could... Do I cycle with the Probe first? Because if I draw a land, I can do both. No, I need the Probe to pitch to force, I guess. I wonder where this game is going. Is it going to turn to Red Cap first true name? Because that would be kind of funny, I suppose. I hope they draw poorly now. Interesting. I don't care about that. I probably care about this. considering it will just end the game. I'm gonna deploy the true name. I think it's maniacal not to. Obviously, it can go bad if they do things, but I think trying to leave up force is just a losing proposition. Okay, I don't really care about that. Just wasting them doing anything. 1, 2, 3. If I waste the city, they take damage if they play expensive things, so I should do that. So I'm gonna waste the city, even though, like, obviously if they play another land, the city would die for free. Alternatively, I could just not waste, actually. That might be better. If I don't waste and they draw another 5, then I'll feel kind of bad. Yeah. I'll waste. I think it's a close decision, actually, but I'll block the 1/1. I'm really far ahead in this race because I can just gain 2 every turn as well. Alright, well. Now I can't, obviously, but they are dead in 4. Actually, they might be dead a little bit faster, depending on what happens. Sure. Moon away. I will block Goblin Settler. Alright. They changed their mind. Nice. I can cast that. Literal Goblin Assassin? I don't see any Goblin Assassins. This is Murderous Redcap. Oh, under this? It seems hard to make that actually kill a true name. Yeah, you got it. You got a Trinisphere. I don't care. I didn't even realize. Woo! Honda Civic Dover! Straight to a 4-1. Goblin Assassin. Alright, well. We're getting those QPs. You know, obviously Honda Civic Delver is great. Yeah, we should have conceded to him for that. Except not. I want all of the treasure chests. I'm getting Moto Poor. Times it 10. You know what? We are going to support someone else. Let's see, who else is streaming? You know, we're gonna hit up my chill friend, Caleb D. Ooh, we can raid Chubby Rain? He's streaming? Alright, let's raid him. Alright, thanks for watching, y'all. Appreciate all y'all, and I'll be back on Thursday to stream some Modern.